Now arrived in East London, where the Provincial Alliance partners are holding a summit. President Jacob Zuma is leading a delegation of NEC members. The state of education in the Eastern Cape will be top of the agenda. And for more on this, let's now cross live to our reporter Busisiwe Jemsana, who is outside the summit venue in East London. Busisiwe, nice to chat to you again. Can you just walk us through again the aspects of education, particularly that are topping the agenda in today's summit, and why?
All right, a very good afternoon, Obriel. We spoke to the provincial leaders. They said the education department will top the agenda, mainly because the education in the Eastern Cape has been the worst performing department, or rather province, when it comes to matric results. It dropped last year, and it has continued being at the bottom of the ladder when it comes to matric results. Infrastructure problems have always been there, teacher shortages. But what was the major concern now, Obriel, is that R500 million is being sent back to the National Treasury. It was not spent by the province. We're just speaking to Major Sidwate, the Deputy Secretary General of the ANC. She was saying that though she could not go deeper into what exactly is the agenda, but she did say that they would be focusing on the current issues, the drought, education. They might also be talking about that, but more importantly, they would be speaking to the alliance to find out what are the things that they are challenged by, what challenges they face in trying to work together as the alliance to make sure that they bring services to the people.
Busisiwe, for the past few months now, we have seen some protests in the northern areas of Port Elizabeth, where education has been severely affected and also at times becoming violent. Do you think this issue will also come under the spotlight at this summit?
Indeed, Obriel, that is one of the major challenges or issues that is expected to be discussed inside. Would remember that earlier this year, the Education MEC Mandla Makupula did commit to giving teachers to the northern areas, and we did see the Education Department calling upon teachers to apply in the Education Department. But what seems to be the challenge is that the limited number of teachers who teach in Afrikaans in those northern areas. Just last week, we saw parents in the northern areas taking to the street, saying that the Department of Education is moving in a snail's pace in trying to address the challenges of those areas. When we spoke to the education spokesperson, Malibongwe Mtima, he said that the delays are caused by the fact that they are closing another financial year, getting into a new financial year, but they are doing everything they can to make sure that they address the issues of northern areas, they address the issues of education in the province, and making sure that people are satisfied, they don't see no more protests in the education department in the province.
And which other issues will also come under the spotlight, and do they have any link at all to the forthcoming local government elections?
Indeed, Obriel, one of the key issues that is to be discussed inside is the candidate nominations leading up to the local government elections. We know that ANC spokesperson, who is the chief mobilizer of the ANC, Mlibo Koboshiane, will be giving a report paving a way forward on what direction they will take, they are likely to take leading up to the elections. We have seen disgruntled members of the ANC marching to ANC headquarters, demanding a lot of things, among those the disbandment of the provincial leadership, also the disbandment of the regional leadership. It is expected that they discuss this, though the ANC secretary yesterday, Obriel, said they will not be discussing party challenges. Each party in the alliance has to go back and address its own issues, address issues that are being problematic in its individual parties. But the issue of elections is expected to be high on the agenda, with the spokesperson giving a way forward on how they plan to move forward. One other thing, they will also be talking about drought. You'd remember that some areas in the province has just been declared as disastrous areas. The drought continues to plunge the province of the Eastern Cape. Those are the things that we expect them, they said they expect to be raised inside there, more than the relations and the challenges of the alliance. Later on, the president is expected to give an address, a keynote address to the alliance. The meeting, Aubrey, was supposed to start at 9 o'clock. It is delayed. It has just started just minutes ago after the president arrived with the Treasurer General Zweli Mkhize and the DSG JC Duarte. Aubriel?
Well, thank you so much, Busisiwe. And of course, when the president starts speaking, we hope to take you live to East London for that.